one of the best sportsmen and storytellers of our time. On sale now from Amazon for $18. Just click on the banner.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
I don't like that kind of talk.
Tom Leykis, only on Hot Talk 1080 KOTK. From Los Angeles, it's the Tom Leykis Show. And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No! I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. There are all these stories appearing about thongs. Thongs, amazingly enough, are still, at least in this country, controversial. And I don't understand it at all. The ass should be a beautiful thing. And for whatever reason, there are a lot of women who get upset about thongs. And I think the main reason that women get upset about thongs is because these are the women who don't have a nice ass. Women with nice asses do not object to thongs. They don't. Women with pockmarked asses, fat asses, wide asses, bubble butts, these are the women who have a problem with the women who wear thongs. And they write articles about it, and they try to whip the public up into a frenzy about how terrible they are, and how terrible it is when young girls are wearing thongs, and blah, blah, blah. Imagine young girls wearing thongs. They might be forced to keep their asses in shape instead of eating so many Happy Meals. Wouldn't that be awful? Hot women never object to thongs, because when they wear thongs, you see that beautiful ass. They love it. And there's always these women, these butched-up chicks with probably some stretch marks or vein action, or they had a C-section at some time or whatever, and they object to the whole wearing of thongs. By the way, a message to you really fat chicks with big fat asses, you girls should stop wearing thongs. Whether you're wearing a pair of jeans over them or not, nothing I hate more than seeing a big fat chick wearing like a pair of Wranglers, and then that little piece of like that red, that little tip of the thong sticking out there. You know, these fat chicks with the lowriders that look like, you know, maternity lowriders. They got their guts hanging out of the lowriders. This is not what Britney Spears envisioned originally when she wore those lowriders way back when. Chicks with these guts hanging out and a little bit of thong action. You look ridiculous. And the only guy who's going to go after you is a guy who can't afford a chick who's in shape. So I say, put the guttage back in, okay? Cover it up. Granny panties for you girls, because, and buy it by the square yard, by the way, because we don't want to see that big, fat, flabby ass hanging out. Nobody wants to see it. And that's another thing, while I'm talking about this, that I want to mention to you. You know, the United States is the only place where big fat people are proud of their fatness. Where the fact that they have guts, the fact that they've got rolls of fat, the fact that they've got big, wide asses doesn't stop them from wearing skimpy clothing with all the fat hanging out. They're proud of it. They slather on the sunblock like they're slathering on barbecue sauce on a pig that's going to roast on a spit. Don't you see what you look like? Stop it already. Stop. Please. Why do you bother? You know what? Some of you girls, forget going to the beach. Somebody's going to, like, put you in an emu pit. Let you roast for the day, you know, on the hot rocks. That'd be a good way to tan the big fat girls so we don't have to look at their rumps hanging out. Just put you down there with the Kahlua pig. Roast you slowly. Come up all golden brown. Kind of like when you're in Maui, you know, and they're making the Kahlua pig for the luau. Just put you right into the emu pit. Absolutely. But, I mean, what is it with people who object to thongs, A, but B, what about chicks who don't object, who are fat, and they wear them anyway? Do you girls really think we guys are looking at you going, hey, look at that. She's showing some more skin. Come on! I don't understand. So, I'm wondering, the whole idea of thongs and the controversy of them escapes me. Because all around the world, girls are wearing thongs. Why don't good-looking girls say they're uncomfortable, Gary? You're absolutely right with thongs. Why not? Well, that explains itself. Good-looking girls have no... Are there any attractive women out there who are opposed to thongs? I'm not going to give out the number and wait for the calls to come in. There won't be any. Why do fat women wear thongs? I'm sure we get a lot more calls about that. And also, while we're at it, why do fat women wear skimpy clothing? Tube tops, thongs, half shirts, low-rider jeans. Why? Why do you do it? You know, if you go to other countries, and this is true, you go to other countries, first of all, you don't see nearly as many fat people as you see here. But when there is somebody who's fat, there's no fat guys wearing Speedos. There's no fat chicks with their rumps hanging out. It just doesn't happen. They cover it up. I don't get it. But it's just like I've always said on the air about the people who protest against abortion. Women who protest against abortion are women who are so homely they couldn't get laid and get knocked up in the first place. Ever see like a 10 protesting outside an abortion clinic? Never. Never. You ever see a hot chick protesting outside a Hooters when they open a Hooters? Never. Inside Hooters you see hot chicks, but outside protesting, no, it's all these butch, dykey-looking chicks who are out there, you know, carrying signs. People protest against pornography, or people who could never get naked. And thongs, same deal. Women who object to thongs, women who say we should be more modest, are women who have more to hide. So you have those women, but you also have the women who have plenty to hide but don't hide it anyway. Well, what is it? Can anybody explain to me why fat women let their fat hang out like that? I have to know. Now, are there guys who do it? Sure there are. But you know what? Guys don't go out to the beach to be spotted by chicks. They go to look at chicks. But I don't think they're going to get picked up on the beach. Women dress like the attention whores they are when they're out, especially at the beach. So when a woman is out there wearing very little in the way of clothing, obviously she's looking to be looked at. Why do fat women do this? And also, if you are a fat woman, maybe you could explain this to me. Do you wear a thong? You're fat? You wear a thong? Can I please? I mean, first of all, if you're wearing that thong, doesn't it disappear into your ass crack? Let's just be honest about this. In the folds of fat, like, why do you wear a thong? All of these questions come to mind.
1-800-5800-TOM.
From what I gather, you're saying they're sluts if they sleep with you and they're bitches if they don't.
Yes, actually, that comes from the Tom Leykis glossary.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis, only on Hot Talk 1080 KOTK.
There's something in the air, and Jack Bauer knows it. He can't see it. He can't hear it. But he can feel it.
The damage to this country would be catastrophic.
This fall, terror is contagious.
The virus is out!
The season premiere of 24, presented without commercial interruption by the next Ford F-150. Tuesday, October 28th on Fox.
The holidays are coming up, right? And you know what that means. Holiday hassle. Hotwire.com offers weekender packages. Low-price getaways that are the perfect holiday from the holiday. Book on short notice and travel on weekends. Perfect for before and in between the major holidays. With Hotwire, you pick your flight time window and get to select from a list of all the great hotels before you book a room. Log on to Hotwire.com today. Hotwire.com. Fly, sleep, drive, cheap.
Are you sick and tired of putting things off? If you've been waiting for the perfect time to end procrastination, your wait is over. Listen closely. I have a way to help you get things done and feel really good about it. Have you ever said to yourself, I'm such a procrastinator, I am my own worst enemy? You already know that you'd be more successful if you could just stop procrastinating, complete your projects, finish writing that book, file that huge stack of papers on your desk. You know what I'm talking about. I have a solution. It's fast, it's easy, and it will change your life. I'm Wendy Friesen, a clinical hypnotherapist, and I have a method to help you. You'll love to get things done. Do It Now is a hypnosis CD program that will change your inner mind. You'll feel the desire, the happiness, and the exhilaration of getting things done. Read the testimonials on the web at IamSoLazy.com. Imagine being excited about finishing projects, organizing your life, and cleaning your house. Stop the self-sabotage that sucks your energy. Call me now, 877-68-HAPPY. Right now, call me, 877-68-HAPPY.
Hey.
Whether you need something new to talk about or something new to talk on, Nokia has an announcement. A new way to buy a new mobile phone. Online at NokiaUSA.com, you can log on and purchase a Nokia mobile phone and even choose a calling plan that fits your needs. You'll find a complete selection of phones and all the latest accessories. Treat yourself for the holidays or give a friend that gift that keeps you connected. Nokia phones. Click now for the easiest way to buy online at NokiaUSA.com. Nokia. Connecting people.
Click on the banner now and find out how you can combine the power of your computer with the sound experience of the Bose Wave radio. Whether it's your favorite CD, MP3, WAV file, a broadcast from around the corner, or around the world, it's all just a click away. The Bose Wave PC system. Transform your ordinary PC into an extraordinary music center. Innovative Bose technology makes it all possible with the new Wave PC. So click on the banner now and try the Wave PC system at your home or in your office.
Need a degree to advance your career? Then click on our radio banner now. Don't let long hours on the job keep you from career success. Earn your accredited degree or certificate on your time online via the University Alliance at www.degrees.us. Enjoy the convenience of learning from real professors via classes that you view on your computer, all from schools with solid reputations like Villanova University. Visit the University Alliance at www.degrees.us.
It's the Tom Leykis Show here on Hot Talk 1080 KOTK. Let's take a look at all the traffic out there.
An overturned semi on the Swan Island exit ramp from I-5 northbound continues to have that exit ramp closed. Hoping to get that semi back up on its wheels by 8:30 this evening. Take the Greeley Avenue exit instead. Further up, I-5 north looks good approaching the interstate. This check on traffic is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Call now to discover why Amica is rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Call 1-800-24-AMICA. That's AMICA. Amica Insurance, Auto, Home, Life, Integrity. I'm Jody Walker. That's your commuter update on Hot Talk 1080 KOTK.
Hot Talk 1080 KOTK.
That's a radio station. Hot Talk 1080 KOTK.
This place blows.
Hot Talk.
I'm a big boy and I can handle that.
1080 KOTK. Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Tara on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hi, I have two things to tell you.
Yeah.
First of all, have you ever been to, like, the Greek islands or the French or Italian Riviera?
No.
Okay.
I've seen pictures. I've seen people's videos when they went. I know what it looks like, but I've never been.
Okay, let me just shed a little light on the subject. There are more grotesquely obese people on those beaches in Europe.
Yeah, but they're all from other countries.
Nothing to hide.
They're from other countries, mostly Americans who are going over there to get laid, like the women who want to have vacation sex. It's American women who are taking their clothes off and showing all their fat. Well, women in the rest of the world don't do that.
That's where you're wrong. These are like 60-year-old women who didn't speak a lick of English. So that's what really jarred me the first time.
Oh, you're talking about 60-year-old women? I'm talking about women who are still in their prime, dear.
All right. Well,
if you see any 25-year-old women taking their clothes off in Europe and they're fat, they're Americans.
Okay, you're probably right about that. But I have another thing to tell you. I'm 5'9", and I weigh almost 125 pounds, and I do not wear thongs, and I'll tell you why. I hope I can say this on the air, but you get crazy urinary tract infections when you wear them, and I simply will not be a part of it.
It depends on what material your thong is made of.
Not always. Cotton can do it, too.
Yeah.
Trust me on that.
Yeah, but come on, you've got no wedgie from just regular panties, and it's the same to you.
It's really not. I urge you to try a pair because you will
Really?
find that the things in
I don't think there'd be a thong that could cover my enormous manhood. It would be kind of difficult.
Not that I'm laughing. But that's all I have.
You wouldn't be laughing if you were here observing it.
Amen, brother. Have a good evening.
Thank you, dear. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. Larice, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Larice.
How are you?
Do you care?
Yes, I do.
I'm doing great.
Good. Well, I'm a first-time caller. Tomorrow's actually my birthday, so I thought I'd give me a pre-birthday gift by calling you. I've been listening to you for about 3 months now. I got my husband listening to you, and we like you. The thing is that I really think that it's true what you say about women that wear thongs with their guts hanging out. It does look disgusting, but I can honestly say that there are men that look at these women and think that they're sexy.
Well, you know what? There are men who look at people with no arms or legs and think they're sexy, too. But these are fetishists. These are not the majority.
Well, it depends on what you like. I mean,
most of us are looking going, P.U., stop it.
I'm sure that I am so sure that there are men that think that extremely fat women are sexy just as well as extremely skinny women. It just depends.
No, there aren't as many. No, there aren't as many.
I don't think so.
No, and the proof is in the pudding, because extremely fat women will do anything with anyone because they can't get anyone.
Well, see, I wouldn't know.
The nights that you said no to a man, and he had a few drinks and he called you about midnight and you said no, don't come over, I'm busy tomorrow or something. That guy dialed the next number in the book.
Okay,
and that was Bertha, who's up until 2 in the morning, eating Haagen-Dazs and watching Nick at Night. And then she says, sure, baby, come on over. And then she will eat or lick whatever you want her to eat or lick when you get there.
Well, it is true that, that a woman that has a gut hanging out and she's fat, she does look disgusting to me. I mean, I don't, think I'm fat. I mean, I'm about 5'5", 130. And, I don't really have a large butt, but I have a cute butt. And when I wear thongs, I mean, I don't, wear it for the world to see, but I look good in them. My husband thinks so, too, so.
Well, that's what's important. But the question always will be, do you have that kind of tangerine skin butt, little pock marks on it, little bruises?
No, I don't. And
bruises, like a piece of fruit at the produce section has been grabbed a few too many times?
No. But are you telling me that every woman that you've slept with that has a thong has always had the perfect butt?
Put it this way. I only slept with a woman who wore thongs who had a perfect butt.
Okay, well, same thing.
Unless it was 2 a.m. and the other chicks wouldn't have me over. In which case...
Well, Tom, can you just wish me happy birthday?
Oh, of course I can. Happy birthday, Louise.
Oh, thank you. You have made my day.
You call me anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM. Vivian, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, this is Vivian.
I know, I just said that.
I'm sorry about that. Anyways, I've been listening to you for a while, and I got my husband listening to you, too. We like you, and we laugh, and, we joke around. But the reason why fat women wear tight clothes is because they were taught that tight clothes make you thinner.
Well, that person who taught that was wrong.
Well, it's been that way for the longest time.
But haven't people figured out that that's not true yet?
I believe that.
I mean, it's just not true. I've been fat, and the last thing I would do is put some shirt on with the buttons popping open. I mean, come on.
I know a lot of fat people, and this is what they've been told. They look skinnier when they wear
it's probably a practical joke. Their friends all tell them that and are laughing hysterically.
Actually,
he actually believes that.
They think they look a lot sexier that way, too.
Yeah. By the way, I like to give this public service announcement to all the women who take a sweater and tie it around their waist. Only fat chicks do that.
Actually, that's true.
We know you've got rolls of fat you're trying to hide, and it's an easy way to know if you're one of the fat chicks. If I see a sweater tied around your middle,
yes,
you're a big fat pig, and we know.
I see that a lot.
And these chicks actually think we haven't figured that out. I think they think thin chicks do this too.
Actually,
they don't.
They do it for to look good. But the fat women do it to hide their fat.
Yeah, but you know what? Very few thin women do it. Thin women want to show you their flat stomachs, their abs.
That's true. That's
they don't want to tie sweaters around that.
But they also wear the half tops.
You mean the fat women?
The skinny women.
Skinny women
with
wear
the sweaters tied around their waist.
Yeah, well, you can still see what's in there, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Fat women do that, too, as well. So.
Fat women are trying to hide their asses, too, with that sweater. Like, the arms are tied around their gut, and then the bulk of the sweater is over the bulk of that big fat ass at times.
That's true.
And they think guys don't know that. We know.
That is so true.
And if we call you, you're going to be a booty call. You'll only hear from us at midnight.
Actually, that is true. I've actually heard things like that happen. I have a question.
Yeah.
Why don't you ever talk about fat women, fat men with skinny women?
About fat men with skinny women?
Or
well, because we know why that is. There's no secret there. When skinny women are with fat men, it's because those fat men have a fat wallet.
Well, a lot of fat men don't have fat wallets.
They are not with skinny women or skinny attractive women. Maybe they're with a woman who looks like olive oil. I don't know, but...
Actually, I've seen that happen. Yesterday, I saw that.
Well, did you check the bank account of the fat guy?
Actually, they had a really old Mercedes, and the woman was, like, skinnier than...
Maybe they were brother and sister.
Actually, no, they weren't. They were husband and wife.
How did you know?
Because they called each other honey.
So did you ask?
He called her my
You should just ask. What? You have nothing to lose. You never see these people again. Excuse me. How did a fat guy like you get a hot, skinny chick like that? Ask him.
Actually, she wasn't that hot. She was just really skinny.
All right. Well, the fact she's really skinny, that's irrelevant. I mean, yeah, being skinny is not enough. Olive oil is skinny, as I always say.
Yeah, she was as skinny as olive oil.
Yeah, well, that's my point. Olive oil was homely and skinny.
She wasn't homely.
Did these two guys look like the number 10 when they were standing next to each other?
No.
No?
No.
The number 100?
Somewhat.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Somewhat. Not really.
Well, like the thin chick would be the 1 and the big fat guy would be a 0. They look like the number 10 when they stand.
He's actually better looking than she is.
He's better looking than she is.
Yes.
Well.
And I was wondering, oh my God, he can get a hotter chick than her.
You thought he could get a hotter chick, even though he was fat?
You know what? He can. He carried himself very well.
Oh. Well, now you're asking a whole different... Now, this question has evolved over the course of the phone call, I notice here. Beth on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's up?
Just the ratings, Beth.
That's great. I just wanted to send out a message to all the girls who go to Cal State Long Beach and are in sorority. Stop wearing those low-rise pants if you don't have the body for it.
Yeah, exactly. Please stop with the guts hanging out. It looks like an opening that was made for a big fat gut to just hang out.
It looks like a walrus with tiny little pants. So.
Oh, please. By the way, have you ever noticed these really fat chicks? Their guts hang out so far, you can see the beginning of their pubes, like at the bottom of the last roll of fat.
I don't look that closely.
Oh, how'd you miss it? These are chicks who need a little Mach 3 action down south. I don't know, like the fat just pulls the rest of their gut out and just that little bit of pubic action there. It's absolutely disgusting.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Like us on Hot Talk 1080 KOTK. Fisher Communications.
From the KOTK newsroom, here's your Northwest update.
Good evening at 6:30. Tim Riley with news, brought to you by your local State Farm agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. A chicken collapsed from stage fright during the rehearsal for a play. The St. James players say the hen fainted during a dress rehearsal for Johnny Belinda. The chicken had a piece of string tied to its leg to stop it from straying. The fowl passed out just inside the set, which meant every actor had to step over it to get on stage. Rather than walking on stage to collect the traumatized animal, the crew removed it by dragging it slowly off stage with a string. The ill-fated chicken was an attempt to obtain an authentic sound of hens crowing for the opening scene of the play. Portland Metro forecast for tonight, more rain, lows 40s and 50s. Cloudy tomorrow, highs in the 70s. Tim Riley, the KOTK Newsroom, live around the world at KOTK.com. Made possible by Budget Computers, home of the $200 laptop. Hey.
ice. Cooler. Icier. Fresher. To take your breath where it's never been before. Arctic Chill. New from Ventine Ice. Ice at its coldest.
Are you determined to lose weight this year, but worry about using a diet that contains ephedra? Then click on the tuner banner right now for an absolutely free limited-time offer. Apple cider vinegar has been safely used for centuries as an all-natural, effective way to lose weight. Apple cider vinegar contains powerful antioxidants and enzymes to detoxify your body while reducing your unwanted, unsightly fat. Look better and feel healthier this holiday season by clicking on your radio tuner banner now for details.
Need a degree to advance your career? Then click on our radio banner now. Don't let long hours on the job keep you from career success. Earn your accredited degree or certificate on your time online via the University Alliance at www.degrees.us. Enjoy the convenience of learning from real professors via classes that you view on your computer, all from schools with solid reputations like Villanova University. Visit the University Alliance at www.degrees.us.
It's allergy season again. Where should you turn for relief? Benadryl or the leading prescription? The answer may surprise you. Medical studies prove histamine-blocking Benadryl is 54% more effective than the leading prescription. More effective at relieving even your worst allergy symptoms, like runny noses. That's a real eye-opener. Benadryl, 54% more effective than the leading prescription. Use as directed. Studies use Benadryl allergy at standard 50 milligram dose.
On Hot Talk 1080 KOTK.
If I want to have sex with my cat or my dog, that's my business.
Joe Hendry.
I knocked off a piece of cat this past weekend.
Bill.
The Calico.
Weekdays at 10 and weeknights at 7 on Hot Talk 1080 KOTK.
This is the Tom Leykis Show.
Yes, from Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM. Dino tells me that a caller actually had a conversation with a fat chick at a club. She wanted his number, and he gave her a number all right. The number to Bally's Total Fitness. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Hillary on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Hillary.
Hey, I just had a comment about fat chicks who wear thongs.
Yeah.
I think I know why.
Why?
You think about it, like just the logistics of, regular fat people underwear. There's a lot of material there, and it's going to go up your butt. So with a thong, you've got, maybe half an inch going up there instead of 20.
Yeah, but it kind of gets swallowed up to the point where it doesn't look like you're wearing any underwear at all.
Exactly.
If you have a big fat ass, it just sucks up all that material.
Sure, it's true for single or skinny women as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, depends on the underwear, I suppose.
Yeah. Chicks who don't wear underwear are hotter anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah, well, that was it. Take me out with a bong hit.
Here it comes. Heather on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Heather.
So excited to talk to you.
Really?
Yeah. This
Love
song thing,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. These fat coming in there, working their tongue, shaking their booty. It's gross. Should never be happening. Last girl that called, too, said she had, like, infections or something from songs. That's ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
That's not right. She must not be going to the bathroom after sex or something.
Yeah. You're probably effing 3 guys a day like that, what's her name in the Kobe Bryant case. Yeah.
Exactly. I totally got into it when you said, well, it depends on what kind. I'm like, yes, cotton won't do it. That's wrong.
That's right. Whoever got a urinary tract infection from cotton?
No, please. Come on. Sometimes.
That's what you tell your mom when you've been banging some unsavory character.
I know.
Mostly the thong I've been wearing, Mom.
Come on. Sorry, Mom. Didn't mean to.
That's right.
No. They shouldn't be wearing them at all. I mean, sticking out of their pants with their little couch up there. No. It's wrong. It's wrong. I love you, Tom. I'm so glad I got to talk to you. Got to see you when you come up here to Seattle. We got over 3.5 inches in 24 hours.
I'll give you more than 3.5 inches in a lot less time than that.
I need more than 3.5.
I'll bet you do.
Thanks a lot. Hey, can you take me out old school?
Of course I can. Is that all they got? 3.5 inches in 24 hours? Oh, I can do much better than that. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Dawn on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Dawn.
Hey. Okay, a couple of issues here. One of them is I think, a very attractive young lady, and I don't like wearing thongs. I wear them if I have to, but they are not comfortable. So I choose not to as often as possible. So there's one issue. They're not comfortable. Nobody likes them.
Uh-huh.
They look nice. Well, on nice...
Yeah, we get to see your ass.
Sure, and they look nice. I even appreciate it myself.
Good.
But it doesn't feel good. Nobody wears it because, it feels good. Second issue, culturally speaking here, people in different ages like the 1800s or in different places in the world, fat people actually are looked upon as being
not in our lifetime.
Better.
Not in our lifetime.
Not in the last 50 years.
You're hoping that'll happen again, but come on.
Now,
the days of being Rubenesque died with Rubens, the painter who painted fat women.
But there are other places in the world where only a few people get to be fat. So those few people get the prestige of being
We don't live in a country like that. We live in a country where being thin equates to being successful.
Yes, but you were saying that only fat people in America would tout their fatness. I'm just contesting that. I mean,
that's right. I don't understand these women who are like fat and proud.
I would rather them have self-confidence from being fit and healthy and have good self-images because of their content and because they're going to be healthy. I mean, they're going to be having a heart attack at 50 or 30 if they don't take care of themselves. But just they don't have to buy into the fact that society says they have to be beautiful. And I say that
Why not?
as a beautiful person.
Well, you know what, though? You want to be beautiful because otherwise you're going to marry a guy who makes less money, somebody who's less successful. You're going to be less successful. I mean,
I'm very lucky.
You got to work a lot harder.
Well, I have had to work hard because I want to work hard.
No.
I've been blessed to look nice based on my genes.
But you don't. Then you don't have to do very much. If you're doing more than you have to, that's fine. But you could do absolutely nothing. If you're that hot, guys will pay for everything. They'll take you around the world, buy you cars, marry you, buy you a house.
I appreciate it, though. I mean, if that's, I could go out and I could get that, and I chose, my husband is not an attractive person, but he is a great father.
Probably makes good money.
decent, not great.
Really? You ever tell him that? Yeah, you don't really make great money, honey.
You know what? I mean, could he go out and, he makes $60,000 a year. That's decent, not great, but it's decent.
$60,000 a year. So you're about a 7, maybe an 8.
I would say I was probably a solid 9. Probably a 9.5.
Are you in L.A. 9.5 or a Seattle 9.5?
An LA 9.
Really?
Anywhere else,
You could have done a lot better.
9.5.
So are you telling me you could have done a lot better?
No, based on what I got, no.
You could not have done better.
Could I have gotten a more attractive individual?
Who makes more money?
Who makes more money? Could I have? Yes. Would I be happy? Probably not. I'm sure I will never get a divorce in my life. I am sure that I will grow old with this man. I am sure of many things.
Oh. Like could have been with me with my 7-figure income, for example.
You know what? If I couldn't tolerate you, what's the point?
Well, what makes you think you couldn't tolerate me? You like me on the radio. Imagine how good I am in person.
You know what? My husband listens to you on the radio, and this is on, and I just could not resist calling. You do a good job with firing up the ratings, and you know what? You got me to call. But a lot of what you're saying is just for the ratings, and you know what? No,
it's not a lot of what I'm saying is not for the ratings. Every word I say, every breath I take is for the ratings. That's my job.
And you.
That doesn't mean that I say things I don't believe.
Well, I mean, some of the things that you're saying are half truth. As far.
I'm a great guy, and I make a lot more money than your husband. I can buy and sell your husband.
You know what? He's up and coming. You know what? And
You see potential. But imagine, I've realized my potential, and I'm continuing to realize it.
Well, good for you.
So you must just think I'm a jerk or something.
Sometimes. I mean, I'm going to be the person that, you were talking about the person that, I don't believe in abortion, I don't believe in a lot of things. I mean, I'm a total prude. I happen to be an attractive prude, who doesn't like to wear G-strings, but I'm very, very happy with who I am and the intellect that I was naturally given, but I work very, very hard at it to be the best that I can be. And so if I can be, hyper person that needs things perfect, so be it.
Hang on a second there, Don. Christy, what do you want to say to Don?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? I just wanted to say that I'm 21 years old. I have a great body. I've been wearing thongs since I was like 16. How can you say they're uncomfortable? It's better than having a granny panty shoved up your butt crack.
Well, you know what? You could buy the low-rise ones they hold really tight on the side, so that on most pants, unless you're wearing something where the panty line becomes totally up, don't wear the ones where the panty line's cut right across the middle. If you wear them like the boys' short things around the bottom, then you can't see the panty line, and it's way more comfortable. And
I don't think they're as comfortable because they got a crease going from the top to the bottom, and it gives you a complete wedgie everywhere.
But I never get a wedgie that way. I don't get a wedgie wearing my normal underwear.
I don't see how.
I don't wear granny underwear. I wear them very tight fitting.
Don, do you have a nice ass?
I do. Thank you very much.
Christy, she says she has a nice ass.
I work at it very hard. I've had 2 kids.
Do you get on the butt blaster every day? Do you do that?
I do Pilates. I walk and I jog, and several days a week, I'm out there. Yeah. If I sat on my butt all day, it would continue to grow. Sure.
Yeah. Yes, it would.
But I don't have to I'm almost 29, and I'm very blessed with the condition that I'm in. And I don't take it for granted, because, but I'm not at the gym for hours a day.
Now, Christy, you're like younger than Don and have a firmer ass. Is that the deal?
I'm 21, yeah.
Yeah,
So.
How's your ass, Christy?
Pretty nice.
Yeah?
I don't have any kids, so
Yeah, see.
Plus, I'm young. I don't have to work at it that hard.
Right. I didn't have to do anything until I had kids. But even then, I've been very blessed not to have any stretch marks, not to have anything going on.
Did you have a C-section?
No.
Oh, no C-section scar. That's a problem.
No, I did it without any drugs, too. Just
really?
popped them out. Yeah.
How about no blue vein or anything? You know that blue vein that goes down your belly? It looks like a blue thunderbolt?
Maybe when I was 9 months pregnant, but it doesn't last.
Is it gone now or still?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's totally gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how about your boobs? Have they held up with all that breastfeeding?
Actually, they're way better than before.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How did I miss
Yeah.
that? What do you think about that, Christy?
I was like a 32A before.
Right.
And now I'm a 34C.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Most chicks I know complain that their boobs turn into like pancakes when they're done breastfeeding.
well, you know what? My sister was much larger to begin with, and now she's, after breastfeeding, she is much smaller.
Now you got bigger boobs than she's got.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Look at that. What do you think about that, Christy?
If she's lucky.
I totally am, and I'm not stupid to know that I am. And it's unfortunate, you know, I don't know why I got blessed with the way things happened. I'm glad that they did.
Well,
so anyways.
And I imagine your husband is too. Him and his $60,000 a year.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
All you women up there that are listening to the show, stop giving Tom a hard time. This man is telling you guys the truth.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis, only on Hot Talk 1080 KOTK.
If you're losing your hair and haven't tried Avocor yet, how about a free month supply? That's right, we're giving away a free month of Avocor with all of today's orders. You've heard all about Avocor on radio and TV for years. That's because Avocor is proven to successfully stop hair loss and regrow hair. Avocor has helped people just like you regain their youthful appearance with new healthy hair. So why haven't you called? We want you to try Avocor. We know that once your hair stops falling out and starts to regrow, you'll be glad you did. Still not convinced? Avocor comes with up to a full 1-year money-back guarantee. Try getting that anywhere else. Call 800-608-0019 for your risk-free trial of Avocor. Call now. 800-608-0019. That's 800-608-0019. And remember, all of today's orders will receive an additional month's supply of Avocor absolutely free. Call 800-608-0019.
Bestseller Book Club. Hey, sports fans, did you hear about the destitute ball player walking around with a pocket full of empty? Only one person could have come up with that description, and that's Yogi Berra. How many Super Bowl rings does John Madden have? 2? 3? Yogi Berra has 10 World Series rings. He's now released a book telling the stories of those 10 World Series victories. It's called 10 Rings, My Championship Seasons, from one of the best sportsmen and storytellers of our time. On sale now from Amazon for $18. Just click on the banner.
The light on the dark corners of reality. It's Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis.
The Mars polar caps are beginning to melt.
There's a lot of machinery inside Mars.
You think so?
And I think there's a melting process that just does not surprise me. There's a lot of ancient machinery that sometimes is shut off and turned on and this kind of stuff. Let's be quite blatant about it. The Martian civilization was a very, very ancient civilization.
Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. Live from Portland, late night Friday and Saturday. Only on Hot Talk 1080 KOTK.
Hot Talk.
No information.
1080.
For mindless chatter, we're your station.
KOTK. Hot Talk. 1080 KOTK.
Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Gail on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Gail.
I just wanted to let you know, I think everyone's butt is different because I've been wearing, a thong since I was in high school. I'm 37 years old. Probably one of the first girls to even start wearing them.
Really?
and I'm currently 5 months pregnant. I still wear one. My husband loves it, and it's all good.
Excellent. I'm very proud. You're a pioneer. You're a thong pioneer.
Yeah, you could say that.
You have a nice ass?
I do.
You do?
I do. I'm still in the size 5 and 5 months pregnant. So I'm pretty small. But,
and what about wedgies? Any wedgies?
No, it depends. If you get one that fits funny, throw it out. What do they cost? $5, $6, $12?
Yeah,
who cares?
That's right.
If it doesn't feel good, get rid of it.
That's good. And do you have a gut or anything?
Not well. Like I said, I'm currently 5 months pregnant, so I kind of have a beer belly going right now, but not at all. I'm usually about 108.
How many kids have you had?
This will be my second.
Okay. And did you snap back to normal after you had the first one?
Absolutely.
Good.
Nurses hated me. I was 95 when I got pregnant. I went up to 130. I left at 118. 2 weeks later, I was, 108.
That's right. Keep it going, baby.
Rock on, Tom.
All right. Thank you. Kristen on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, my husband listens to you a lot, and I just came home from work, and sometimes your topics are pretty interesting, but the whole idea of thong underwear, I wore them for a while, but then they just ride up your ass, so I just decided to not wear any.
Oh, so you're not wearing any underwear. Well, you know what? You can see all of your ass then. That's even better.
Yeah, and, it works for me, so...
You ever have any, spotting or staining on your jeans or anything?
No,
though?
there's a lot of girls out there that complain about that, but
Yeah.
I don't really have a problem with that, so...
Yeah. Like, what happens on that day? You walk around, dripping
on
down
that
your leg?
day, I'll wear some underwear.
Yeah, but, what happens if you're at work? Oh, and suddenly, bam, you could just kind of start to erupt.
No, no.
No? That doesn't happen?
No, that doesn't
You always
happen.
erupt before you leave the house?
Do I what?
Do you always erupt before you leave the house?
No. It's on a set schedule. I know when it comes.
It is. And so it's at a convenient time. It's not like 1 p.m. or something. No, it's at night or it's before you go to work, but it's never during the work day.
No.
I'm just checking.
No.
I just want to make sure. I just wonder what women do if they're not wearing underwear and suddenly,
Well, most
they have their period.
know
What happens?
exactly what time and, whenever that's going to happen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Of course, though. It isn't always exact unless you're on the pill or something.
And that's what I'm on, so.
You're on the pill. Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
So you got all set.
Yeah.
And no underwear.
And no
So
underwear.
you're, not only are you set, you are ready for action anytime.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that happens. That's a convenience.
Is that what happens? Are you married?
Oh, yeah.
So your husband come down and plug you once in a while at work? What's the deal?
No.
No, why not? Have a little lunch hour there, a little nooner?
No.
Why not?
Just 'cause.
Yeah, he should. Didn't you ever tell him, come on down and meet me for lunch?
No, I haven't done that yet.
It's time, Kristen.
He's listening, and now he's going to say it is.
He should come down there and plug you hard one day.
Tom, you're such a pervert.
And you love it.
No.
Come on.
I don't agree with half.
You're getting moist just thinking about it. Come on. Your husband coming down there and sticking it to you.
I've wearing a thong for 10 years. Yay.
Yeah.
Don't wear anything.
You wear some Dr. Denton's down to work there, and you just plug you in very easily.
Yeah, he's excited about that.
I'll bet he is.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5